Sunday and Monday and drawing things and singing "Don't Stop Me Now," and that was fantastic. Robert, Jamie, and Kristen from PA and Child's Play. I'm so sorry that I missed when they actually came by to visit for real. That sounds like it was a fun time.
Do we think Ken Stacy?
He's coming.
I have a list.
Trust me, Bill. There's a list. There's a massive list.
We're getting to it, guys.
It's okay, Chad. It's okay.
We'll get there.
We know. If by the end we've forgotten anyone, I'm sure the chat will remind us.
Yeah.
Takahata 101, who I wasn't even like totally clear that we had not adequately arranged whether or not he was actually coming, and I'm so glad he did because he was a great guy and super game for all the challenges and stuff.
And he is definitely invited back.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Bill's mom. Embarrassing her children for the children.
How it should be.
Tim, our friend Tim is Tim's not
here.
Tim's
not here.
Okay, Tim was here earlier.
It was delicious.
Alex ate Tim. Steve. Where's Ash?
Whoa.
Apparently we just pushed Chocolate over $1 million.
Ash, get over here. You are.
Wow. Child's Play has hit over $1 million for this year.
Oh my God.
Ash, so Steve is of course asleep because it's like 2 a.m. where he is. But Steve did some just amazing stuff for us this year. Like, not only was he like a lot of fun to have around, he was like super game for challenges and stuff, as the latest Mega Cynics strip shows. But he arranged just some amazing lots for us out of his own like personal collection of games, and contacting friends of his in the gaming industry, like Tim Schafer and Chris Avalone, and getting like. I had to laugh a lot when I found out we had inbox copies of Daikatana signed by John Romero to auction off. That was pretty amazing.
Hey, mods, Fuji, I guess you're on it.
They're on it. I'm sure they're on it.
And Steve, of course, also doubled the Felicia Day comic book donation.
Yeah. He arranged for that lot too. Like he arranged for the Guild comic books and had them signed, and then doubled the donation. For that, and also donated towards the fanfic of the Adventures of Dengler and Butts, which is fantastic. So yeah, it was a lot of fun having Steve around. Ken, of course, Ken value added Stacy, and the Monday night of many auctions. Whose auctions over the course of that evening, like just from stuff that he provided, raised $28,000
over 4 hours.
His continued support is absolutely incredible. I don't even want to know how much it is. How does he even have stuff left in his house? Like,
I don't understand.
Have you ever seen his house?
Yeah, I have. That's why it terrifies me. Okay,
and he's getting rid of a lot.
I'm getting to pit.
I was going to actually say we could split, like some of us could do the thanks for other people.
Sure, sure. You want to, what do you want me to do? You want me to throw this in here?
Before you move on from people who've donated, I would like to say a very, very special thanks to everybody who contributed to the craft-along this year. The craft-along is amazing. I finally, during the last year, tracked down who started it because I wasn't sure. And it turns out it was a woman named Alluvial on the forums, on the Lure forums.
There she is.
Right Well done. Who came up with the whole idea, I believe, on her blog, and got all these other crafters to do it 2 years ago, and it was such an awesomely successful thing that we sort of took it over and kept going. So I'd like to thank everybody who donated things to that, who put their hard work and time into handcrafting so many amazing things. It's really, really, really gratifying as a crafter to see your work go for that much money, because it just never happens. So I know that it is really special for all of them to see that kind of support from you guys, and to be able to give that themselves. And I do want to remind you guys that some of these people actually do craft for a living. Some of them don't, but after Desert Bus, have a look at the site and all the links from all of their craft-along things, because some of them have really cool blogs, really cool stores, really cool sites, so check that out. Crafters, I did some math earlier, and I would like you to know that the craft-along items alone, and this is not counting the very, very, very many craft-along items that we gave away for challenges and things. I don't even know how much money that raised. But from the craft-along silent and live auctions on their own, we made $61,899.80. auction for the Ellen Shaw books, and it's not including Ken Stacy's stuff. That's just all the Craft Lab stuff.
That's
so
amazing.
well done.
Well done.
Well done. All right, so
done.
we're getting into the crew. Everybody in this room is next on this list, and I would like to see everybody sort of make way for the first group of people, which I think is just sort of the pit crew.
Yeah.
People who
Not all of them are here.
not all of them are here,
In
but
fact, few of them are.
read out who is and bring them up front.
Okay.
People
Is Cam here?
Cam.
Cam and Mia and Ruth and Andre. Let's bring them forward. Just 'cause,
Get up
you know,
here, you
people
guys.
who just came by to hang out and help us and support us and just like.
I'm gonna throw Chris Whitman on this list too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and Chris Whitman.
Also on this list are Murray McBride, who made us an amazing breakfast this morning.
Yes.
And Beth and Liz. Liz not just for hanging out, of
No.
course, but for
No.
arranging some astonishing last-minute call-ins and prizes, and just being awesome.
Liz,
Yeah,
you're my
awesome.
hero.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Liz.
Yeah.
I did want to thank Liz especially because she was responsible for some of our best call-ins. She was responsible for some incredible corporate prizes.
Thanks
and
for
when she
taking
came
that.
here, she
Same thing.
she worked hard. She came here to work. She was not here to hang out. She came here, she set up her laptop upstairs and got stuff done.
Yeah.
Damn it, Liz.
And
Amazing.
And if you
Yes.
haven't gone and read her story on her blog, please
Yeah.
do so right now.
Yeah.
Seriously, do it.
Have tissues ready.
You need to do it.
It's so
All right.
sad.
What do we got?
No, I'm still talking here. I just want to thank Ruth for handling the
Dangling butts.
yeah for sorry Hat Girl,
Hat Girl.
for
Hat Girl.
administrating the Dangler and Butts thing, because
No one else had time to do it.
no one else had time to do it. She just made that her own
And
project.
for coming all the way from Ontario.
That has the cutest hat.
And I also specifically Andre,
Yeah,
since
absolutely.
Andre, come front.
Yeah.
Come for.
since Desert Bus 2,
Is
Yeah.
it two?
Yeah.
the man with the bandana has made it his personal mission to be there at the hours when no one else wants to, which is like the like not just the late night, but the really early. Like we're talking like between it's the 4 to 7 a.m. window that just sucks. Yeah, he's been there every single year since Desert Bus 2, and every day.
Yeah.
And just
Team
helping
Zeta!
out so much.
Team All right.
Sadly, he couldn't make it out the whole time, but I bet he'll want to next year. Beige, who came out.
Oh,
And much like once again, you know, like when much like Takahata, you know, Beige was like, "Hey, I want to come out for Desert Bus," and we were like, "All right, sure, you know, we know you, you're a cool guy, that's awesome." But man, he was just on all the time.
Yep.
Guitar jamming. It was.
Did anyone make it the room is full of beige jokes?
Now we have.
We did
it now, yeah.
You have all experienced Beige.
We got some African knives.
There he is in chat.
I'll learn to spell eventually.
You know, we're not pushing for another hour anymore.
It slowed down significantly. Do not worry.
That's cool. It's okay. All right.
It's been at 374 for like
The
15.
people who are there all the time that aren't actually here. I just wanted to quickly talk about the chat moderators. Now we've got some
They're-
here, and we'll get
yeah.
to them. But the moderators like Dix, like Aero Commander, who Crows, Fugi. Someone help me out. Who else has been? Sorry,
Tom Brand.
Of course, Tom
Tom
Brand.
Brand.
Tom
Yeah.
Brand's been doing that since Desert Bus like 1 or 2 again as well. Who else? Who am I missing? Sorry, guys. You know, that's it. Okay.
They're still hard at work.
They're still
For God's
doing
sakes.
it.
We're all up here just chilling out, and they're still working.
Dix called in because he's moderating the chat while deployed in Afghanistan.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, Nick.
Two of the most dangerous places on earth.
All right.
This year,
Hopefully Dick's can make it out next year.
Yeah, next year, yeah.
This year we realized that last year was absolutely bussing insane, and that without some really well organized help, we would never be able to do what we did last year without going completely mad. We certainly wouldn't be able to do better, and so we were like, okay, we seriously need like a volunteer army this year, and by God, did they ever step up. Can I, Ian, Ash, Brent, Kim, can you guys come forward? These were our
officials.
These were our on-site managers to make sure that that the
place stayed clean.
The place stayed clean. That Tupperware got labeled. That people weren't too loud. That
bags of garbage
and bottles.
That was the most amazing part. Because anyone who was watching last year will remember that, like, pretty frequently, we'd be like, "Oh my God, there's so much trash." Okay, everyone, hang on a sec, Chad. We got to take 5. We got to clean this up. And every time I looked over and I saw, Kim or Ian just sort of sitting there and then being like, "Oh, I should do that," and packing up a bag of garbage and taking it out of the room. It was just like, "Oh my God, that's so awesome!" and even beyond that, I owe Brent, I owe you like $20 for food. Guys, you haven't eaten. I'm going to Wendy's. What do you want? Tell me. You can pay me back later.
Protein and carbohydrate delivery system.
They were constantly
they were dropping people off at the airport. They were
housing people.
Housing people. Oh yeah. Ash is housing 3 people. Thank you guys so much. You did such an amazing job.
You worked so hard.
I don't think I even need my button anymore. I could just walk into Fernwood Coffee and be like, "What do you want?"
Oh yeah.
All year they're gonna be thinking that. It's like, no, wait, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Not De5ertBus yet.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mulligan.
And I'm so sorry we gave you the nickname Smullian.
And I'm even more sorry that we started calling you Somalian.
Africa!
All right.
Can I get Kara and King Cool out here? Last year, Kara,
King Cool!
They're still upstairs blogging.
Are they still blogging?
No, they're here.
Last year, James and Jer were in charge of the blog.
Yes.
So there were periods of time, days even, where you did not see them. Because they had to, Jared would come in and be like, "All right, okay, time to get on camera, do some challenges," and then realize that there was entire art challenges that hadn't been judged.
I dreaded coming in the morning.
Yeah, reams of milestone pictures that hadn't been put online.
Hello, Evil Jim.
And so we determined, no, we need some people to help us out with the blog. King Cool had offered to fly out here from Rhode Island to be here and be a volunteer, and we were like,
not an island.
I should tell you, Rhode Island doesn't exist. It's this big con.
It's more of a peninsula, really.
We're going the long con.
It's a lie.
And it was, similar to seeing, a bag of garbage being packed up without any prompting and just knowing that it would disappear. Knowing that there were milestone graphics coming in and that we could look at the blog and there they would be, or that there would be someone to make a short list of stuff for art challenges, and we've gone down. Please, someone update the blog, and that there was someone to do it. And
they made things up here.
That you didn't see them a whole heck of a lot because they were always on. They were either on the computer or they were home sleeping, and that let all of us.
They ran this site from a cave with a box of scraps.
And it let us be down here doing what we need to do for you.
Yeah, I had to touch the blog once this year, which I greatly appreciate. And the only time I did so was to troll Jer by printing off 10 pages of haikus. And even after I did that, I was like, "Okay, Kara, you did the rest of the work." So I appreciate that. That was amazing.
And Kara did a lot of work behind the sines with Ashton.
Mm-hmm.
Big time help.
But we'll get to Ashton later.
Yeah.
So thank
but
you
Kara
both.
needs, lots of hours.
All right.
Who's got a shot glass? I'm gonna fill these up for you guys.
We'll do that after.
Who's next?
Speaking of people you haven't, speaking of people that you've never seen on camera this year, you've seen,
you've heard one of them.
You've seen Ashley.
Very loudly.
You've seen Corey. I don't think you've ever seen Jess this year.
I played D&D like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,